knitters. Okay, super exciting because this is project 3, this amazing hat. I decided, yeah, let's do a hat. So we're just knitting a rectangle, just like we did with our Kilt Rot mitts, except this time we're doing knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2 all along, and we get this lovely rib squidgy lovely rectangle. And the only difference is when we get up to the ends here, we have to decrease just slightly so that we get this curve for the very top. So that's what we're working on here. So there's clear instructions, but I just wanted to show you the very last thing. So I thought I would show you here. I'm in a tangle. Here we go. The decrease, so easy. You're not learning anything new that you haven't done before. You just have to either knit 2 together. If it was a knit 2 together decrease, which you might see, you have to just literally knit 2 stitches together. Here we're doing purl 2 together. So I just have to, instead of going under 1, I'm going under 2 stitches, purling round, catching exactly the same. So I've just made 2 stitches into 1. So it's called a decrease. We're decreasing the stitches. So this is just at the very tippy top. It's called the crown. We're decreasing the crown here. Under the 2, wrap around and then drop off. So that is the end of the hat. I just wanted to show you this bit, just because the written instructions might be a bit more confusing. So I'm going to break off a pretty lengthy part of yarn because this is all going, I'm going to use all this yarn to sew the hat together. So I'll thread my darning needle, and here, if you can see, here's my yarn, and I'm just going to take all the stitches off this needle onto this thread. So I'm just going under and off, under. So I'm just transferring the stitches from this left hand needle onto this little darning needle. Just going all the way along, like so, just securing them. I guess they're called live stitches because they could be brought back to life. Oh, rats. I am in a tangle. This is a one take only, so I'm just gonna pull my long tail through. And you might notice that I've got two strands of yarn. I've got my normal yarn, and then I've also held in together with this thin silk mohair, which is a little bit of luxury, but I really love doing it. And then you just pull that in tight. Do you see how I did that? So I just pulled it in there, and then all I'm going to do is put my needle in and circle all the way around again with my super long tail, so bear with me. So I'm just going to go in, and you don't have to be precise here, especially if you're going to put a pom-pom on top. I'm just going through all these stitches one more time. I couldn't be making a bigger mess of this if I tried. Right, and I want to pull it tight so that there's no hole there. So I pulled it tight, and then I'll probably just go through these last 2 just to secure the circle. Yikes, look at this, what a mess. Right, there we go. So that is the top of my hat, which is so exciting. And then it's going to be a case of sewing together the side seam, sewing it together just like we did with the Kilt Rot mitts. Okay, so I'm going to join this row here with this row here. So you see this edge, these V's at the edge of this bit here. Now if you put your needle in and lift up, you see how there's a bar. Well, these little bars in between the V's, these are the bars that we're going to catch, and it's going to be exactly the same over here. So let me show you. So I'm going to go in here, pick up that bar, pull through. That's on the bottom bit. Now going across, going into the hole that I've just come out of, picking up that bar that's in between the V's, pulling across, back to the bottom edge, down in the hole, lift up, there's that bar. Pull tight with my silly wool that's not going to play ball, and across to the other side, in, there's the bar, pick it up, and then back. So if you're not holding difficult fancy yarns together, I think this is a very relaxing, oh my gosh, and it's so satisfying. Look at that, beautiful. So we're grafting these two together by going in, picking up that bottom bar there, pulling over to the other side, in through the hole that we came up last time under that bar. You've done all this hard work, so it's so worthwhile spending the time to sew this together carefully. And that's it. So all the way down to the end, here's one I prepared earlier. So all the way down to the end, where is it? So good I can't find it. There it is. So yeah, it's the wrong way around. So that's it sewed together there. And then when we put it inside out, yes, that's the way I've sewn it. So I've sewn it all the way like that. And that's you. And then the only thing with knitting on flat needles is that you're going to see the other side of the seam. So you can see I haven't done it particularly neatly. Mine's looking very bumpy. You're going to see that. So that would be the better option would be knitting on circular needles, but one step at a time. A hat's a hat, and it's such a good unisex, kid, old, adult, you name it, anyone can wear this hat. So I'm really chuffed, and I really hope you're going to enjoy knitting this hat, and I'll have this one in class and you can have a look, and you could have it with the folds, or if you decided you just wanted to have it shorter and have it, you know, a hat like that, then you could do that too. Right, okay, I'm leaving now. Thank you, knitters.